Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
What's good, everyone? This is Kev, and this is BMBBH. Just doing another open one tonight. You know, it is Tuesday, so that night could very well belong to other content creators, but hey, I don't care about that. Um, I'm here, like I said the other day, I'm here for this channel. I'm here for the people who watch it. And this one won't be a very long one tonight. I am not in my element. I am in someone else's element, so I have to be as quiet as possible. You know, there are multiple people in this house, but I did bring my laptop and my other stuff. So, hey, coming to you once again. So let me shout out some people that were in the chat. You got Sun is Hot Raw. What's good? Thanks for stopping by. Got Christopher the Conqueror. What's going on? Shatterstar Games. What's good? All right. So, yay. All right. So we are back up in this piece. Give some shout outs. Shout out to the replay gang. You guys usually watch this on your own time. So Special shout out to you. I really appreciate that. Um, you come back here on your own time instead of watching this live and in living color. So yeah. Uh, yeah. Also shout out to the members of the channel. Let me shout you guys out real quick. Um, okay, let me get to it. Yeah, my video was demonetized last night. I guess they didn't appreciate me getting on your boy Umar. So all right, you guys. All right, you members that you support me month after month. Thank you very much for your support. Okay, we got Greg, Aaron P, Bill Brad, Gone from Milk, Indigo Flow, D Rock Den, American Negro News, Mr. Me Too, Barry Little, D Scott, Yamcha 11, Black Pearl, Andre 420, Black Light Revelations 2, Revelator, The Spirit of Variance, Forever Blessed, Detroit 313, The Builder's Table, and A Sower of Seed. All right. Thank you for your monthly support. You guys are great. And also, if you want to become a member as well, $2.99 per month. If I go back in time, I would ask for $1.99 per month. But hey, we're at a pretty good one there. So if you want to become a member, there you go. All right. Let's see who else is in the chat. We got Chaos Rain. What's good? Thank you guys for stopping by. Man, I'm gonna leave this one open. Oh, let me check my likes. We got 5 of us in here. You guys are still not used to me being on Tuesdays, but I'm gonna be on every night for the foreseeable future. Maybe not Saturday night, but I haven't decided yet. It was Friday or Saturday night. I probably won't be on, but every other night I'm on. So okay. So let me check my likes out. Okay. All right, I got 3 likes and I got 1 dislike. Oh boy. And let me confess about that dislike. That dislike was there before I went on the air. So the serial disliker strikes again. It's got to be the same person. It's got to be the same person every time. And, that person can keep disliking all they want. I'm not going to get mad about it. I'm just going to play this PSA for you real quick, and this is a choice that everyone can make. So here you go.
A warning. Warning. If you hear something that makes you upset on the broadcast, true, opinion, or otherwise, you are free to sign off or go to another channel. If you can't, please contact the displayed number below to seek help. Trolling and hate watching is more serious than you think. Now back to our scheduled broadcast.
Yes, somebody is on me, and like I said, I hope it's a female. I hope I can say this.
Man, that's a female.
Because I hate for this to be a man. I mean, damn. And then like I started treating it like it's obsession. That man said Shatterstar Games was good. He said Umar dislikes again. LOL. Yeah, man. For some reason, my existence is bothering somebody. And, that's cool, man. I mean, it's not like I said, I'm not gonna win everybody. Everybody's not gonna be a fan or whatever. But for you, the people who are here, maybe you are a fan. You know, and like I said the other night, if you are a lady and you're the serious disliker, I know you love me. So stop denying the truth. Yeah, man. So I had a thought before I came on the air. Um, yeah, let me play some music for y'all. I had a thought before I came on the air. Why didn't I become like a bigger gynocrat? Why am I not a gynocrat at all? Because I was just like a lot of you. I was exposed to an environment that had little to no control over. The men really had little to no control over it. They could have asserted their control, but they just decided not to. And, it was kind of disappointing to me that, like our men could not have more spine. And and I think that's happened in multiple families. You know, the man said, Christopher the Conqueror said, motherfuckers is hoes. They will consistently drop a dislike but won't come speak their piece. No, they won't do it, and shoot, that's just what it is at the end of the day. You have to start living the reality that some people are just plain afraid. They don't have it in them. And, that's what I decided with the smoke show Sunday. Some people are just plain afraid to confront the reality that, maybe there is some animosity between the both of us and or this whoever this serial disliker is. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it were, certain people or a certain person. But then again, I don't know who's doing this. I mean, I think they're probably having a little fun being acknowledged by me. And, when I should be celebrating the fact that they have acknowledged me. So, yeah. So back to what I was saying, why I was wondering why I didn't become a bigger gynocrat than what I was. I mean, why haven't I been more akin, more a sisterhood sympathizer? Because I had a mother, I had a sister, I have a female cousin, I have an auntie, you know, and I have a black wife and I got a black daughter, you know. So why wouldn't it be more? Why wouldn't I be more sisterhood leaning than I'm already am? What what stopped me from becoming that way as opposed to what stopped other men from coming that way? I mean, it's or I should say what stopped other men what stopped see I said what stopped other men from being men and not becoming that way if I was exposed to some of the same things and I didn't. Because I don't know. I guess when I was younger, I came to certain realizations that this was something that I just simply could not do. Um, although I do believe in men's accountability, and I think that we should be accountable above all else. If can't nobody else be accountable, we should be accountable. And we have that accountability anyway. I mean, we're accountable everywhere we go. We're accountable when we go to the grocery store. We're accountable when we go to the supermarket. We're accountable when we walk around the neighborhood and give the dog something to bark at. This is just accountability is going to follow us wherever we go. And it's not like I don't want the accountability. It keeps me sharp, it keeps me on my toes. This is what part of being a man is, accountability. And one day I might be in a position to where someone has to hold me accountable one day soon. And just want to let you guys know when that day does come, I don't want y'all guys to be too disappointed in me. So, yeah. Shit, I had to face a realization. I had to get a haircut today. My shit was getting out of control. So, I guess I'll show that haircut to y'all on Sunday. I said when I get back in my element, when I get back to my setting. Yeah, but I just had to come and talk to y'all for a minute. I might open up the panel a little bit, see if somebody want to come up here and chop it up. But what? Okay, I guess it's just like when people say the rap music messed up the black community, but I grew up listening to the same rap music that everybody else did, so I think that is completely absurd that anyone would think that. But I mean, I'm saying that in the vein of I was exposed to a lot of sisterhood logic growing up. I had aunts. Like I said, I had aunts. I had a mother that was very feminist leaning. Stuff like that. And a lot of guys they get that shit straight from their mothers. You know, their political decision making, how they carry themselves, and their interpersonal relationships. Yeah, they get a lot of that from mama. I don't know. It had an opposite effect on me. You know, when I first started, I guess I don't know. If you were to watch Eddie Murphy Raw is sort of red pillish, I would say, and I was exposed to that at a very young, impressionable age. I mean, it came out in 1987, I believe. I was 11 years old when Eddie Murphy Raw came out. And, watching that, at first, you're enamored by all the cuss words and everything, and all the things that are being said. But he had that one joke about half. You know, that a woman can, you can bring a woman from nothing and she can take half your shit. I was just like, I never wanted to be that guy. I never wanted to be that guy that worked so hard for so long. And, I marry a woman and she has the ability to take half. If I earned everything, you know, you know, but you can't say what's really is going to be a forecast of your life or anything like that. So, um, you know, I would just learn at a very early age to err on the side of caution. Yeah, we got new in the building. What's good, man? Say, here's the trick. The good mothers who may have told their sons about females are actually telling them how to treat others and be chivalrous. Okay. Say, Eddie Murphy, Delirious is one of the greatest stand-ups ever. My personal number one. Yeah, and he would not be able to get away with Delirious today. He would not be able to. Yeah, but getting back to news comment, even though I had a very feminist leaning mother, she said to herself, well, she said to us a couple times, she didn't want any mama's boys. So I took that and ran with it. Well, I did. My other brothers they can speak for themselves, but yeah, but yeah, man, mama got an impact on all of us. And if daddy didn't take the reins somewhat, we didn't see what a man was. And, fortunately for me, my dad did take the reins some of the times and tried to tell me about certain things and, certain nuances to actually being a man. And, I took those and ran with it as well. And, looking back, it's like I mean, although I've said I feel no empathy for a guy that that didn't have his father, which I've said repeatedly. It's just like if you're gonna sit up here and whine about dudes this and dudes that just because your daddy wasn't there, I don't feel sorry for you. But maybe I was lying to myself. And that's the, when we're dealing with our brethren, um, there probably might need to be a sense of empathy that goes along with that. Some of you may not agree, but it just I don't want to be the one that is constantly against my brethren and always saying like little whack stuff and trying to pander to the lack of sensibilities by the female populace, which, I do understand pussy is good, but, you know, trading that for your integrity, which a lot of guys will do. I mean, I don't know if I could do that. But Phil Brad was good. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. All right. So again, shout out to the replay game. Shout out to, people who I said like come up here on their own time. Also, subscribers, make sure that you are staying subscribed to this channel. I don't know if YouTube is playing games or whatever. Uh, I mean, just make sure, just make sure that you stay. You know, there are people that do legitimately unsub, and I do understand that I'm not for everybody's taste. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But just in case that people aren't legitimately unsubbing, just as a sub, always check to make sure that you are still subscribed to this channel because I mean, just having this style of content, people are going to, it's going to raise some flags. Okay, so see what's going on in the news. Oh, okay. The woman who I don't know if y'all heard this story about a woman who got into it with a Church's Chicken cashier and went back and shot and killed the woman, the Church's Chicken worker. She is off the streets. She turned herself in. She turned herself in. She is no longer a danger or a threat to anyone. I mean, that was wild. You arguing over some fried chicken and you decide to kill somebody. Yep, she has turned herself in. So don't worry, people. You can go back to Church's Chicken safely again if you were in the Orange Mile area of Memphis. Shatterstar Gang said, Shaka Nulu, I feel you. A lot of good women will tell their sons how to treat a woman, how to treat themselves, will want to be treated, but the generational culture differences are way different now. Man, dude, we got some full-on whack jobs out here these days, man. You got motherfuckers wearing blue hair, calling themselves they them. Let me watch that too because YouTube has been restricting my content as of late. So I know YouTube got the eye on this channel, and I'm not even one of the biggest channels. Shoot, but it must be something special about me. Yeah, so that's why I come to you guys every night. I'm trying to see what that special is. Shoot, it may be the algorithm. I can trick the algorithm into sending more people my way. So yeah, the lady from Memphis, I saw that. I like to see how much time she gets. She murdered a person, so she should get life. She should get life. I mean, that lady didn't go to work knowing that she wasn't going to make it out that day. Who does, man? Who goes to work knowing that that's going to be their last day on Earth? And that's horrifying and that's scary. It's like a brain aneurysm. You don't know that shit coming. It just happens and you gone. Boom. So yeah, man, but it ain't safe out there, man. I mean, especially when we had a presidential candidate, somebody made an attempt on a presidential candidate, and a lot of shields out there in the media are saying that it was staged, including D.L. Hughley. And I can't stand D.L. Hughley at this point. He's a shield. He's a simp. He's just about everything that I don't like about the media black man. It's all there. It's just, I mean, he used to be a comedian. He's an unfunny comedian. So have you seen how AI reads the chat and tell you what's being said in the summary now? Yep. Yeah. They put the transcripts out. That's a way for, not only, it serves two purposes. Number one, so YouTube can monitor what you're actually saying. Number two, YouTube can monitor what you're actually saying, but people can go to a specific part in the broadcast where you said something. And although I think that's a good thing in some instances, it's a bad thing in others. Yeah, if you say some goofy shit about a certain group of people, then they're going to restrict your content. Yeah. But, last night I read a comment by Robert Nelson, and I'm going to respond to that comment. He said, uh, well, this was in reference to what Dr. Umar was saying, what I showed last night. Said Kevin, it's our jealousy is one of the greatest weaknesses as a group. How no matter what this society throws at us, we still turn it into something great. We're the true heroes. They make movies about facts. Yes, we do have a consistent enemy too. We can't keep ignoring that reality. Okay. Yeah. So I didn't disagree with Umar when he said that, and brothers always hating on each other. Brothers always straight jealous of each other. you know, don't want brothers don't want to see the next man succeed. I mean, and I get that. I get that. Because there's a lot of it goes on in this space, and it's a shame for me to see because I am a believer that when black men do soldier up, we are one of the most powerful forces on the planet, and there's a lot of people that don't want to see that. I don't think there's anything wrong with a mother teaching her son to be a gentleman to women. It's responsible. What's irresponsible is not also putting him on game to how women can be. Yeah, I agree with that. Because most of these women don't want their sons to end up with the women they defend. Oh, you got to defend the day women. Oh, this, that, and the other. But they don't want their sons to end up with women like that. Shoot. Them women will defend. They'll defend the sisterhood. They'll defend sisterhood antics and everything. But guess what? It's like the women that they defend. They don't want their sons ending up with women like that. Shit. Because I get the question: do I want my daughter to end up with a man like me? I mean, for the most part, yes, because I know how nice I can be. I know how I can be too as an assertive person, but if she wants to date someone who is and I'm not trying to put Oedipus on my daughter or anything like that, but I mean, if she wants to end up with somebody who has a better character than me, I'm for that too. We all, excuse me, we all want the best for our children. Well, for those of us who have kids, it creates a chivalrous dude that has an Oedipus complex. So now every girl he looks at is going to compare that girl to his mom's. Yep, like Marlon Wayans. Like Marlon Wayans. Yeah, Marlon Wayans. He didn't turn out to be a weird one. And Marlon Wayans, I felt like his comedy was overboard. I did feel as if the dude was talented, but yeah, he got a bit too goofy for me. I mean, if I could choose a Wayans brother, I'd probably choose Damon. Yeah, Damon was probably the one with the best centered comedy. Marlon was too goofy. Sean, he wasn't really a comedian. He was a comedy actor, but I mean, he just went with the flow of what his family legacy was. Keenan Ivory Wayans, probably my favorite one because he's the one that led the charge. That show with him and Pops was okay. And Christopher says Umar getting his bills paid by the sisterhood. I get it. Just at the expense of black men. So fuck him. Y'all heard what I said the first time. LOL. Yeah, it's at the expense of black men because see, once you become a channel that calls yourself quote unquote holding black men accountable, which really is nothing but pandering to the sisterhood, in many aspects, then you're going to get a large viewership and you're going to get some financial support. Like I said, ask every preacher. The church my wife goes to, the preacher is very matriarchal, and I do not like going to the church because of that. Because I mean, like I said, this whole thing about holding men accountable, great, awesome, hold men accountable. But I mean, you need a little evenness there, and like I said, and like I keep saying, most of these guys don't want to end up like TD Jakes. You tell the sisterhood something, and then they start supporting you. I mean, shit. And it's like female accountability. Most people won't even waste their time with it because they see what goes on out here. I mean, you got female therapists out here saying that women quit on them when they start holding the women accountable. So it's just like that's like kryptonite to their asses. Yeah, they can't, they won't do it. They'll rebel. You go through the trouble of watching them rebel and doing things outside of what you advised, and they'll laugh in your face with it. They will laugh in your fucking face, which is a damn shame. But hey, that's the reality we face. When you call yourself trying to hold a woman accountable, man, let me tell you something. It's about 10 dudes in line ready to fuck the sensibility out of it. I mean, there it is right there. So good luck with that feckless quest. Shoot. Yeah, Pops was the best on that show. Yeah, John Witherspoon. Oh yeah, speaking of John Witherspoon was the dad on Friday. Now they're reporting that Chris Tucker would be willing to return to do the last Friday. And my view on that is too little too late, bro. What the fuck are you talking about now? All of the funny actors are dead. I mean, Pops is dead. Debo is dead. I mean, I don't know if you want to include Terry Crews in this. But yeah. It wouldn't be funny. No, it wouldn't be funny because they talking about bringing in who's old boy? Let's see. The one with the hair in the middle of his eyebrows. Who's that comedian name? Let's see. Wild and Out. Let me put up Wild and Out kid list. DC Young Fly. They was talking about bringing in DC Young Fly as a Smokey's son. Let's see. Robert Townsend was the first time I saw the Wayans. Among that group, it was Tommy Davidson and David Allen Grill. Was it to me? Salute that black man being brutally honest. Salute yourself, Nightish. Man, they waited till everybody died. Bernie Mac. Oh yeah. Cat still here. Yeah, Cat. I mean, Friday after next was Cat Williams. Actually, Cat Williams' debut. Yeah. So, one thing I would say I was hoping did not happen to Money Mike was when he got hemmed up in that bathroom by what was Terry Crews' character name? Damon. When he got hemmed up by Damon in the bathroom, they would not go through with whatever was going to happen to him. And the whole taking the pliers out of the toilet and, teaching old boy a lesson. Yeah, I was glad that happened. Like, I was like, in the theater, I was like, phew. I was so glad that grape scene did not happen. Money Mike did seem like one of the antagonists of the film, but, I mean, I could have very well done that. And then the fact that Terry Crews' character was hulking over Cat Williams, that made it even funny. I don't know about y'all. Kevin Hart and Young Fly. No, Kevin Hart wouldn't do anything for the Friday movie. Would not do anything. When they used Mike Epps, I wasn't feeling because Epps ain't funny. He has tried to be funny. Next Friday was funny to me. Probably because I went super blazed. We was doing like, I forgot the one where we like, what do they call it when you pass the blunt? You hold your breath until like the blunt come back around. Jamaican rules. We did Jamaican rules on some good shit. Then we went and saw Next Friday. and that's what made it funny to me. Yeah. They need to make something new. Remakes are rarely funny. And then like when they make the remakes in their own image, like, oh, we thought we should have put this in. We thought we should put that in. You know, let's give it a shot. No. Y'all fucking up. So I agree with that. Kevin Hart would definitely be awesome. Another funny dude. Kevin Hart's peak to me was the stand up seriously funny. That was his peak. After that, he couldn't match the funny and seriously funny. I mean, I did like the Real Husbands of Hollywood show, which was a spoof of reality shows, but I mean, it was good at first, but then when it turned into Kevin Hart and whatever girl he was pursuing that week, it kind of fell flat. No Friday will beat the original Friday. Yeah, the original Friday is a cult classic. Even though the other two movies had some funny things about it, like Friday After Next, Ricky Smiley playing like the Santa Claus that was robbing people, and then he stuck up deep like Don DC Curry in the back of the stove. I think he got Ice Cube too, and he told old boy he looked like a Mississippi pimp. Bitch better have my sweet potato. I mean, it wasn't the funniest joke, but it hit at the right moment. Cube said he didn't want to shoot that scene. Oh, you talking about the one where Damon had Cat Williams in the bathroom. He was about to, take advantage of him. Then he grabbed his nuts. Let me see. LMAO, man, folks love Kevin Hart. I ain't ever laughed at his stand-ups. I respect his hustle, just not funny to me. Like I said, seriously funny was his peak. And when he couldn't match seriously funny, I was like, yeah, Kevin Hart, he's just not that funny anymore. Plus, when it came to issues, Kevin Hart really like shied away from those issues. Like, I don't expect every black actor to have these catch these virtue signals as far as, his, what's going on in the black community and Black Lives Matter and everything. But Kevin Hart is totally staying. Even when Kathy Griffin tried to call him out that time, Kevin Hart wouldn't say anything. Now, when somebody calls you out, then yeah, he's supposed to say something. Especially ugly ass Kathy Griffin. Like, shit. They stuff Kevin Hart's down people's throat unfunny. Kevin Hart probably made his masters happy in a very good way. I mean, to them, but very weird and very gross to us. I mean, Kevin Hart probably the first one. Hey, I'll do it. Yeah. I like Epps, but his stand-up is funnier than his roles. I don't think so. Mike Epps, when he lands a funny on his stand-up shows, he'll beat it to fucking death. He'll do that, and it's just nah. I mean, some Mike Epps stand-up is funny, but not all of it. He might be slightly funnier than Kevin Hart. Might be. Facts, Epps stand-up be having me weak. His role's too clean on movies. His stand-up routine is always go, if Jason chasing me and my girl, I'ma leave her. I didn't think that was funny. Yeah, Cube said he didn't want to shoot that scene. But why he did it? It's his movie. That Richard Pryor movie, what happened to that one, Kev? Yeah. It was up in the air between Mike Epps and Marlon Wayans. I don't think Marlon Wayans would have done great with it. And I definitely don't think that Mike Epps would have been that great with it either. And I heard they were actually training Mike Epps to take over, to do that role, but it just never materialized. I can't see Mike Epps as Richard Pryor, just like I can't see Marlon Wayans as Richard Pryor. Anyway, it's been 40 minutes. I've gone on longer than I intended to go on. But usually this night belongs to Art and Stall. So, yeah. But if I keep going on every night like this, it's just gonna be my night. So that's how I see it. Marlon couldn't do it. It's really, really hard to take him in a serious role. Yeah, the most serious I ever seen Marlon Wayans was when he played Will's father in that Fresh Prince remake. That's yeah, that's the most serious I've seen Marlon Wayans. Outside of that, Marlon Wayans' style of comedy is real goofy. Plus, Marlon Wayans now he has established himself as the ultimate son husband. Richard's son, I think, could do it best. He probably could mimic his dad better, but does he have the acting chops? That's what you got to think about. No one could play. No one could play Ben Vereen. Yeah, and Ben Vereen is a nostalgia piece. Ben Vereen, is he still alive? Let me see. Ben Vereen. Ben Vereen is 77 years old. Yes, Ben Vereen is still alive. Yeah. So shout out to the great Ben Vereen. Yeah. So yeah. So any thoughts? Any thoughts, guys? See, trying to do this content, trying to get the content up. Yeah. Shoot, I might react to Corey Holcomb again tomorrow night, but that particular show I reacted to last week was that was just Tariq was on. Tariq Nasheed. So I thought that was worth mentioning. That man got 10K people watching. I need to get on your level, Corey. Shit. I need to get on your level, like immediately. Yeah, Corey ain't got no special guest on tonight. So gotta find something else to react to. Say Shatterstar said I met him once in Chicago. Real classy guy. I'm sure he is. Ben Vereen is one of our G's, man. One of our OGs. Yeah. So anyway. Okay. I said this wasn't going to be very long. So should I drop the link? Should I drop the link? Do y'all have any questions or concerns of things that you've seen this week out of this channel, or things you've seen in YouTube? People who rock with me, you rock with me. They're good. That is awesome. Let's see. So, yeah. Before I shut this down, maybe I should continue about how I turn out to be as unmatriarchal as possible. Have you seen a lot of these activist posts being scrubbed after this Trump ordeal? Yeah, because you have an assassination attempt on a presidential candidate, and everybody's coming out with their conspiracy theories as to what happened. Oh, it was staged. All this other stuff. Oh, the sniper missed. All this. You ain't supposed to say shit like that. That guy could be your next president. And I know how people feel about Donald Trump, but there has to be some discretion used in some of the things that people are saying, and there's not very much discretion being used. Most of these folks that are trying to clown Trump with blue hair, or they got blue hair, they're kind of chubby, or they're DL Hughley. Shoot, D.L. Hughley, one of the only guys I know is less funny than Kevin Hart. Let's see. Yeah, but this TDS that's going around this media, man, it's TDS is something else. It's Trump derangement syndrome, because if people think, anybody that you approach and say, well, you know what, let's see. My question is, after seeing the actual round passing by him as he turned his head, how can it be staged? It said Donald Trump will end our republic if he gets elected. Yeah, no, he already been president once, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All the gloom and doom forecasts, all this fear mongering and shit. And this man has yet to pull off anything that these people are fear mongering with. And it News said, let's say it was staged. The left is still proving the right. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and that is they'll sit up there and complain about people inciting violence, the right inciting violence, and then they're promoting and preaching violence themselves. It's a lot of hypocrites on both sides, but the one thing about the left is that they're trying to convince you that they aren't hypocrites. I mean, they'll try to convince you, like saying that's why I stopped liking Democrats. Democrats, like they spend all this time trying to convince you they're the good guy, and they're just as bad as the other side. It's like left wing, right wing, same bird. Left wing, right wing, same bird. That's what it is. So, for any black man voter, my whole advice to you guys is, to decide what's best in the interest of, black men. If not, then hey, you can vote the way mama wants you to vote, man. That's all I can say. At the end of the day, vote how your mama would vote. So, yeah. So, all right, I'll do this. If anyone has any suggestions for what I should do tomorrow night or one night this week, go right ahead. You can put it in the chat. And maybe, just maybe, I'll come back with another show because for tomorrow night, the way that y'all want to see shows done, because this every night thing, man, you can exhaust your ideas real quick. That's why I said open with Kev. Yeah. And the serial disliker, boy, whoever that serial disliker is, they it's like they're monitoring this channel just to see if I'm gonna put something up. So they can hit dislike. Said, how can you be Gen X and actually like the other guy? His track record is janky as hell. Glad I'm an independent. I'm indifferent, man. I mean, I don't know if I gave you the impression that I like the other guy just because I said I don't particularly like the Democrats now. I mean, it just is. I could hate. I could hate both at the same time. Actually, I mean, if some people find that impossible, then I'm so sorry for you. I'm gonna say, with all the thumbnails I made over the past year and a half, I haven't even done the lives to them yet. Shit, well, you staying ahead in one aspect. You. Oh, that wasn't your impression. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Oh, were you talking about the other guy? Are you talking about Biden? Because I mean, the only political track record that Trump has is as president. I mean, he never served the government any other way. He was just a rich guy that took advantage of the policies that the government was putting out there. Shit, do a show on how to not be a motherfucker, man. A lot of dudes be acting like hoes on the internet, lol. I get why Keisha be dragging them, lol. Yeah, kinda. I mean, if you're going to be the kind of guy that's gonna, oh, we got 14 in here. Make sure y'all pressing like. If you're gonna be the kind of guy that go back and beg and hoes and shit like that, when you should be at the forefront, and I've always said this for black men, be at the forefront. Like, don't let nobody depower you, nerf your position, take anything from you, because a lot of you guys, you take after your fathers or your grandfathers. You let the woman sit up on that motherfucking pedestal and demean and demoralize you, you know. And I'm just saying, at least just try to have somewhere with all. Let's be fair. Before Trump ran for office, black people and rappers loved him. The entertainment industry loved him. I remember I showed y'all that video the other night. You know how they were pointing out the hypocrisy of the mainstream media as far as their view on Trump. It's like when Trump ran for president, that's where all the hate came from. And Trump did kind of pander to those racist stuff. That's the one thing. Say, yeah, but he don't like unions as a businessman. But in order to make America great again, he has to be pro-union as POTUS. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to let this thing go for an hour. Trump was cool until gay white dudes and black women said he's the devil on the news. LOL, bro, it's politics. They all rich, white, and mostly racist. What motherfuckers be talking about, man? Yeah. Like, that's the one thing that will never shock me about a rich white man. If you come out and just say, he's racist. I was like, okay. Why are you surprised that a white person is racist? It's like, where's this logic coming from? I mean, I'm not. If like I said, if people call it Donald Trump racist, never shocked me one time. I mean, shit. But what is kind of taking me aback is how people aren't calling Biden a racist. And he's been in the White House for 50 years. So, well, not in the White House, but, he's been on Capitol Hill for 50 years. So Biden, of all people, should have been like the best president of all time. He should have. Like, he has so much government experience, it's ridiculous. And, he should have come in, guns a blazing, but what he did was he pandered to the weird shit. Have you ever seen Trump not shake a black person's hand? Yeah. They used to have footage of it. Yeah, they put it all over the news. But the thing is, there are some people that said Trump be shaking hands left and right. I mean, I saw a short earlier of a preacher. He said he wanted to test the racism of the Trumps. And he said Trump shook his hand. He said Ivanka prayed with him, all this shit. They was about to eat. And she reached for his hand. And he was saying that, I can't really say that the man is a full-on racist, because a racist not only would not shake my hand, he said a racist child would not, embrace them the way the Trumps embraced him that day. But some people would say that, hey, okay, Nub Glory says it was very disappointing to see that Trump picked a Silicon Valley puppet to be his VP instead of Tim Scott. Trump had a chance to make history and miss it. I'm not voting now. Oh, damn. That one right there changed your mind because he didn't pick Tim Scott? Said that's my point. Oh, okay. All right. Said fact shocker Nula. That's why I got the independent and libertarian views, because the Republicans hate him. The only reason they with him now is they cannot pull a candidate up that can win since the Bush era. Yeah, man. Yeah. But the strongest candidate the Democrats got is Joe Biden because they can't even put that belief into Kamala Harris, and Michelle Obama won't run. So, I mean, they kind of the Democrats is kind of getting what they want with Joe Biden. So, shoot, it is what it is on that player. Yeah. So, said the thing is, I'm watching people fight over the person, not the party. Say, well, the Democrats did it to themselves. They so delusional and far left is ridiculous. A Dem from the '80s wouldn't recognize a Dem today. I agree with that. I agree with that too. These are some weirdos putting forth some weird shit, and then they want to seem like the good guys. I'm gonna say Michael. But y'all be on Michelle Obama's case. I've seen one kitty picture of her. She looked like a full on girl, man. But then they got that other picture going around with Barry in a picture with somebody with a dude with Michelle Obama's face. I said the internet is fucking hilarious. Yeah, but boy, I tell you the truth. So I mean, whatever y'all do in November, man. Whatever y'all do in November is gonna be very interesting. Because if Biden is picked as president again, with his running mate Kamala Harris, his vice president, I can guarantee you that we are going to see the first woman president happen. If Biden is elected, if Trump is elected, who knows? But definitely, if Biden is elected, you're going to see the first woman president. And that's not a thought that excites me. I'm not against women. I'm not against women in positions of authority as long as they can handle the position of authority. It's just that we all know that Miss Harris is not presidential material. We and it's a sad thing that we all know that she's not presidential material, and that doesn't come from a place of sexism either. So say what the fuck y'all want to say. Yeah. So, all right. I'm about to go ahead and end this stream right here. For those of you who have Netflix, check out Supercell. Supercell is a great show. It's like, I don't know, because of the accents people play, because of the accents they speak in, because it's based on South London. I had to watch it a few times just to get like a lot of what they were saying, see if I missed anything. And then I've gone back and watched the episodes like 2-3 times a piece. And there's always something I missed. There's always some important story detail. And you know what though? That means that the show itself got replay value like a motherfucker. So it's more so than what I can say for like Marvel and MCU films now. I mean, the replay value is just awesome. So definitely check out Supercell on Netflix. The shit's really good. I might even have a discussion on Supercell on this channel. I mean, I haven't really decided it yet, but I'm not above discussing a movie, dedicating a show to a movie or movies or something like that. I mean, sometime next week I'll probably end up doing Nate Parker's Birth of a Nation, and talk about the controversial shitstorm that caused. I mean, it really gave us a glimpse of like the sisterhood, and how toxic and vitriolic they can be just because a man marries a white woman. Facts, they did the same thing to Ron Paul. I played for the semi-pro football team in his district, and he gave us free medical treatment and food. Also let us use the Lake Jackson Stadium for free. Not racist. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, it's like this. It depends on the degree of racism now. If it were like Bull Connor, Grand RZA, KKK racist, then, I mean, I can understand. I mean, but motherfuckers can be nice to you and not want you to sit in their house. shoot. Like, yeah. So that's the racism that we kind of just let slide on by. But y'all, thank you for tuning in for this short time. I'm just gonna leave this one at an hour. Art New Stall is currently on, so I'm not saying watch him every time you see me on. I mean, no, you watch me instead. I mean, Art, my boy, but hey, all's fair. Bo, yeah. So let me check my likes real quick. Like I was saying earlier, please hit that like button on the way in, and also please check to see when you subscribe. Please check to see if you're still subscribed. Check to see if you still subscribe. And yeah, so okay, 14 likes. If you haven't hit like yet, hit that like and the one dislike, which I believe is the same person hitting dislike every night. And that is awesome. I love you all. So he said, yes, Kev, I want to see a real black American man become president or at least VP in my lifetime. Tired of asking everyone for black American men's vote and offering nothing specific in return. Oh, absolutely. I think your heart's in the right place, Nub Glory. Haley Barber from Mississippi is a racist. I know a racist when I smell him. Yeah, smell like wet dog. So, anyway, that's it. That's it for now. Glad that I had the ability to live and breathe and bring you another show. So they're going to do a live open on my channel if anyone wants to come by and salute Kev and chat. Okay, well, go to Shatterstar Games channel after this and support the man. Even hit him up with a sub, hit him up with a like. A like is the least you can do. It is likes are for the algorithm. So yeah. There's people been saying that on other channels, and they started saying it because I was saying it. Maybe the serial disliker has been doing that too. But hey, I'm only speculating. But anyway, salute you guys. And I'm out. Long live the habitual line steppers. Don't give up, black man. Win. And if you are winning, continue to win. Peace out.